Hello there. It's been a while since I've done one of these little videos. In a video I did 2 months ago, I think I began with saying something about, yes, it's the end of the world. But little did I know that the end of the world was actually sorting itself out as I was speaking. That was pre-COVID-19. And since then, many things have happened, frightening things, kind of moving community things, life-changing things for some people. And I've been thinking a lot about those changes and what they might mean, what they have meant for me and my little family. And I've also been working with some people who are really, really frightened by what's been happening. So, so courage has been on my mind, and as you know, that's a topic that I'm familiar with, interested in. So today I wanted to talk about something that I discuss a little bit in my latest blog post, which is making courage, a couple of exercises for finding courage when you feel, or when I feel, frightened or overwhelmed. And one of the ways that I explore, a technique that I explore, is working with physical objects. So in the blog post, I talk about how if you have an object that somehow could mean courage to you, you hold it in your hand and you actually meditate on this object as a courage object. Its history, why it means courage, where that courage comes from. I'm a great lover of books and stones, so I have a lot of courage objects in the form of books and stones. But here's also my little Buddha. He is in the position of abhaya, which is the no fear position. So he is also a courage object. And I'm, in fact, in front of my little altar right now. I thought this would be a fitting place to talk about objects and courage. That's where I do a lot of my meditation. So I thought I would just read a little bit to you from this beautiful book, Spiritual Literacy, by Frederick and Mary Ann Broussat. And they also have a gorgeous website full of resources about everything I'm talking today, but also about other topics too. I think the website is called Spiritual Literacy. But anyway, if you Googled it, you would find it. Frederick and Mary Ann Broussat. And they have a section in this book about objects and the life that we endow, give to objects, and how through objects we can come into intimacy with the world and also with ourselves, with our own history. And the other day I posted a gorgeous little quotation by George Washington Carver, who was born a slave in the United States, in the southern United States, but became the most preeminent black scientist of the early 20th century. George Washington Carver said, "If you love it enough, anything will talk to you." So in building courage resources, I like to think that those objects that we hold close to us not only can give us courage, but they can give us love, or they can intimate love somehow. Begin with loving a small and inconspicuous thing, a pot, a nail, or a toothbrush, and you have taken the first step on the path of everyday spirituality. There are many who have preceded you. Artists and craftspersons illuminate the beauty of the things around us. Through his paintings, Vincent van Gogh teaches us to see the extraordinary in a coffee pot, a pair of worn-out shoes, a pipe and pouch. Sculptor Louise Nevelson uses discarded objects as parts of her complicated and beautiful sculptures. The Sufi poets find the fingerprints of the beloved on every single thing in their world. Despite these broad and holy traditions, many of us still have a hard time loving, honoring, caring for things. We have many possessions but regard them superficially, value them slightly, treat them shabbily. Our materialism lacks depth. Children model an easy, natural closeness to things. Children with the freshness of their senses come directly to the intimacy of this world. This is the first great gift they have, says Rabindranath Tagore, the great Indian poet. The spiritual practices of love, beauty, gratitude, and imagination, compassion, all get a workout when we live consciously with things. So what are some things in your life, or even one thing, that gives you courage? What is a courage talisman that if you sat with it and allowed it to speak, what would that talisman be, and what would it say to you? Take courage, my love. Have a good day. Bye.